When did you go to Queensland?
When you were very little.
You were 6 months old. 1970.
And
August, wasn't
yeah, that'd be about right.
Yeah.
Be about right.
July or August.
And were you going up to do the mining plant?
Your father was going up there to build a treatment plant.
April up there, and how long did it take you to build the plant?
I know we came back about the next February, didn't we? Yeah. Yes, because you got your first pair of shoes in Sydney. We stopped off in Sydney and you got your first pair of shoes.
And when you first got up there, what was up there?
Well, we stayed at Cairns. There wasn't anything there. We had the big house at Cairns. Everyone stayed
rented
at
a
Cairns.
house on the edge of a big sugar field.
Yeah.
Sugar cane.
Well, there's a photograph there.
Yeah.
House in Cairns. And then your father and them went out 150 miles northwest of Cairns.
And how long until you moved out there with?
A couple of months.
Yeah, because we had to wait for the house to come. Because that came up from Newcastle and all the ablution blocks and all the accommodation for the men and the kitchen and that. Because you were living in tents, weren't you, when you first went there?
They got driven up from Newcastle?
Yeah, yes. And they'd stop at Cairns and we'd let them have a shower, the drivers, and we'd feed them. And then we had the two-way radio that you call the site.
And we wanted some dynamite, and we had all these big circular pipes.
No, I put dynamite in some of the accommodation because Ken Plath told me where to get the dynamite. And I remember climbing up on top of the Ford Vulcan we had to load it into the...
We had a rental car.
You were loading dynamite onto...
Yeah, into the bunks and everything.
You're the least dynamite sort of loading lady that I probably know in my life.
Oh, well, you've got to do what you got to do.
Cool. Then when you moved out there, was there a house out there?
Well, yes, with half
in
the
a
walls
fashion.
missing. Because they came in two parts and they didn't. Because your cot sat on one side and we actually had to tie your cot to the bars because you used to like to rock it.
No,
Well,
surely.
poor little...
All the lining had come off the inside walls.
fixed them.
So what we
And they just joined them, supposedly, but you never got
Did
to
you
it.
have showers when you were washing the river, or...?
No, we had showers. Your father had to get the water from the river.
The first time we had a shower once or twice. It's a bit hairy. It's crocodile.
No, that's before we moved up there. But we moved up, the house was there. We actually flew in. We flew in, didn't we? You'd had the airstrip and that. And that. There was us, there was the cook and that, and a lot of the men. A couple of the men turned up.
Try and nail, what were the name of some of the people up there? So you told me two things. Well, it's obviously Molly the cow.
Yeah.
Andy the electrician.
Ernie the electrician.
Who was the one that brought all the dolls and that for them?
Oh, I don't know.
Was that us?
Some of them had dicey backgrounds. Someone said someone killed his wife. But a lot of people used to go out there and your father used to have to drop their bags when they got off the plane in case they had liquor. You're allowed one beer a day because you weren't allowed, because you're in the middle of nowhere and things could have happened to them.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So you had a couple of New Zealanders with you who were catching live
No, they
frogs?
came after a while.
They came later on.
We were the only people in Cairns that used to go to the employment agency. We need so many people. We need and they'd send them all out.
Because they had to build, when you went off the main road, they had to build the roads and all to get out to the site.
That's why Percy with his bulldozer was
His
a
grader.
gift.
And in the meantime, he used to catch the snakes, feed the venom, and send it to the hospital.
And he was a big guy, Percy. And he was in his 70s at least.
I don't know.
But nothing worried him, you know.
So you had spoken before about a powder guy?
That was
Yeah,
Johnny.
Bungie.
Bungie.
He was a powder monkey.
Johnny O'Brien.
What was a powder monkey? They used to go in and
Yeah,
blow it.
You want to blow a hole in a brick, you get a powder monkey. He drills it, puts a dynamite in and fires it up.
So were you blast clearing a load of this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a virgin ground.
How do you think we're going to get through all that granite and all that crap?
Yeah. So did you take all the trucks and everything up there? Did you take all the trucks and everything up there?
No, you had one car or something.
Oh, we took the trucks with the houses on it.
No, but you didn't.
What
no,
about the graders and all that? Or were they all up there anyway?
No, Percy brought his grader, didn't he?
No, Percy didn't have a grader. Percy had that HC-16 bulldozer.
Oh, well.
But it looked like a grader the way he drove it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
But you see, they had to blast that to get that out of all the way and things like that. It was virgin land. The best way to get them back from Smoko in the afternoon was for the local policeman to turn up. Never seen so many people dive for cover.
What?
Well, a few dicey people probably they'll live in the middle of that nowhere and they're all right.
What, so you used to get the local policeman to turn up?
No, he used to come out every so
That
often.
visit,
The big
yeah.
drive out. It was a 7-hour drive, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, just to make sure you had no...
No, didn't. He didn't. Hello, how are you? But it used to be funny. Father could never get them back.
I drove a front end loader, this big one, big Hilux, from the highway for 7.5, 8 hours to get it into the site where we wanted to be.
Because when the rains came, when the floods came, and the river came up, they had to go out and repair the roads because you had big pipes in the middle of them and they got washed away and you had to repair them all, didn't you?
So did you see the river come up 150 feet?
120.
120 feet?
Yes. Hello.
But
You couldn't
measure-
go anywhere. The roads were that, and we had a DC3 come in with fuel for the generators. Oh, I thought it was a Boeing 707, but they had to clear all the tops of the trees, and the stupid people cut the wrong trees off.
But that plane that brought all the diesel out, you didn't want to go near it when it landed because it carried prawns the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I'd stuck to high heaven.
Yeah.
All the people who worked for us thought we were con men.
Yeah, they thought they were the big con men from Melbourne.
Seriously?
Yep, truly. I weren't Queenslanders.
But they couldn't do, our engineering was terrific.